Thanks for tuning in to the Unaffiliated Creators Podcast. I'm your host, kaeveryday. This is the End of Yard safe place, so take off your shoes, get comfortable, and stay a while. Do us a favor and please rate the show. And if you have any feedback for us, please email us at unaffiliatedcreatives@gmail.com. Now that everybody has taken off their shoes and gotten comfortable, Grams, what you been up to?
Hey, man, I've been working and networking. Before I even get what I've been up to, man, I want to say appreciate you having me up here. It's a beautiful day. It's a nice day to do this. I know I see you sweating a little bit, but it's all good.
He's saying it's a beautiful day, y'all, but I got to let y'all know it's 90 degrees out here. I'm sweating
That's all right,
crazy,
though.
But it's all good.
That's
the sweat
all right.
getting in my eyes and everything. And I do want to give a shout out to this business real quick. This is Sacred Daggers. They gave me the opportunity to use this mural as a backdrop, so I did want to shout them out. So, all right, man, now that we done got the fact that we're going to be sweating our tails off and, shout out the company, man, let everybody know what you've been up to.
Hey, man, I've been working and networking per usual. Ooh, Sticky, we always working. We got a wine tasting coming up on the 30th. Our next show is October 6th. We got another wine tasting November 4th. I got some singles dropping. We got more artists we trying to sign. KLR Design's working more than ever right now. Man, just working and networking. This type of stuff never stop.
You heard it, man. The grind don't stop.
Yeah, this type of stuff never stops, man.
All right, so I'm going to get right into it. So the meaning of a person's name is important. So could you please take a few minutes and explain the meaning of your stage name?
Well, my stage name is just my name, my real name shortened for Quentin Granby. The spelling of how I got it, the KIU, I was working at, what was this place? Fault.
All right, we're gonna have to beat that out. He done started dropping.
I forgot about that.
He done started dropping F-bombs early. Yeah, we gonna edit it out, but go ahead.
I forget the name. Cheddar's. I was working at Cheddar's, working the fry side. I started from the dishes though, moved up to the fry side. And I was working with this guy, Armando, but he told me to call him La Fragrance for a fragrance. So La Fragrance, me and him working, we doing the chicken tenders and whatnot. And he like, yeah, man, I'm going to call you. We're supposed to get up. He like, I'm going to call you. I'm like, you don't got my number? He like, yeah, I do. I'm like, I'm going to call your phone, let him see my number pop up. So I call it, and it say KIU. I'm like, see, man, that's not me. He like, no, that's you. Q. And I'm like, you know what, bro? That dude kind of say Q, I'm going to stick with it. So that's where the spelling of the Q came from.
So that's how it's spelled, but how do you pronounce it? Okay, so it is. Because I was like, man, I don't want to say this the wrong way, so I'm gonna give him the opportunity to explain to everybody what it's all about.
Yeah, Q Grams. It's short for Quentin Granby. Q Grams, Grizzle Grams, VA Grams,
Hey, that's why I like doing these things, because I never know where the podcast is going to go, but I just want to shout out Cheddar's. It's free promo for Cheddar. So that used to be my hangout spot back in the day. I used to live in Newport News. Cheddar's got the best, or they used to anyway, had the best chicken tenders ever.
I used to like the
red beans and rice.
I used to like the croissant.
Okay, he a croissants kind of guy, man. They had the chicken
them
tenders,
was good.
and they had the red beans and rice, and they used to give you so many chicken tenders you couldn't eat them all. But anyway, shout out to Cheddar's. All right. So tell us something about yourself that most people don't know already.
If they don't know it, that mean they ain't supposed to know.
Oh, so he trying to say if you know, you know.
Yeah, you know. If they don't know it, they ain't supposed to know.
Oh, okay.
But I will say the most important thing about me is I'm a father of two, queen in Egypt. So I will say that if some people didn't know.
Hey, man, giving a shout out to the kids. At the end of the day, man, it's all about the kids. It's all about passing on that legacy.
My whole life then got switched up because now I got my kids more so. My timing, my schedule, I be back and forth. It's definitely, the parenting is like another job. It's definitely another thing that it takes up a lot of your time.
It's funny you say that because when I was working, in a corporate space and I was actually having to go into work every day, I used to joke with the guys and I would say, yo, I'm on vacation when I'm here. The real work starts when I get home.
Yeah. It's another job.
Yeah. I was going to work, to kick, put my feet up. And then when you get home, man, that's when you really got to get to it.
Yeah, the work don't stop. It stopped Your physical work stops when you sleep, but work's still going on when you sleep.
Hey, they say sleep is a cousin of death, but that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. So let me ask you this. How long have you been actively pursuing a music career?
Actively, I'd say about 4 or 5 years. I'd say about 4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years?
Yeah.
So before then, would you say you was just kind of playing with it? It was more like a hobby, you were just having fun, and then at some point you was like, you know what, man, it's time to kick it up again. It's time to go ahead and...
Well, I was still trying to figure myself out prior to 4 or 5 years ago. You know, I was still trying to figure myself out, figure my lane out, just understand life, you could say, and where was my part, my role, my purpose, all of that stuff, going through experience. I was just trying to figure out prior.
Man, Q wildin' today, man. He gonna make this editing job real hard, but it's all good. It's all good. Hey, man, he said he was trying to figure out life. That reminds me, the circle of life.
I like that song. I be trying to sing that song for real. And it moves us all.
We about to do a duet out here. So we didn't know we was gonna get crazy.
That new Lion King, the new one, I think it was Simba. He sung good on the Kuna Matata.
Yeah.
He killed that joint.
Yeah. So how would you describe your music to someone that has never heard it before?
That's a good question.
I know it's good. That's why I asked.
It's no real, me personally, it's no real one way to describe my music or sound. I kind of don't, and people be telling me, yo, you need to find your sound. I don't have really one sound. Depending on how I'm feeling at that moment, that's what'll come out. So to describe it, I would say I got something based off how you feeling at the moment to describe my music.
Are you from North Carolina?
I'm from here, from Virginia Beach, Virginia, but I'm back and forth to Greenville, North.
Okay. The reason why I asked, because my next question was, do you think being from VA has influenced your music at all?
Oh, yeah. Big time. I think that's when I came back here 4 or 5 years ago, like living out here, I went to the sand. It was nighttime. I went to the sand, no socks, no shoes. And I just breathed in the air, and that's what I needed. I needed that home air, home feeling back. And once I did that, I was able to find and understand myself and my purpose. So yeah, Virginia Beach in specific, the oceanfront, at the oceanfront, on the sand, listening to the waves and water, helped me a lot as far as my music and inspiration, just being able to feel something. So yeah, definitely played a big part being here, but North Carolina also.
North Carolina!
Take a flag.
Oh,
twist it in the air like a helicopter.
Oh.
That's where Petey Pablo from. He from Greenville.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
And shout out to Petey Pablo.
Yeah, 252.
Uh-oh. So how do you feel about something in the water coming back to Virginia Beach?
It was love. I was excited. I think it's great for the city, for the surrounding areas. It bring money. It bring money to the other establishments out here. It also brings money to the creative scene. You saw more murals out here. The first time that it came, they were putting murals up, based around that. So I think it's great, and I think it'll be even better the more people that get involved, when it comes around. My guy Asa, shout out to Asa Jackson, Newport News Contemporary Art. She always say, get more people involved, problem solve. And I went with that method a couple times, and it worked every time.
I ran across a song of yours that sounded like an Afrobeat song. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because
I don't even know what song that is.
Hey, well, the beat sounded like that. Like you might not have been doing no Afrobeat, but the actual beat sounded like an Afrobeat song.
Okay.
But the reason why I'm bringing this up is because Ebro just recently said that record labels are signing less rappers, and they've basically shifted to more Afrobeat type music and Latin music. So what are your thoughts about that?
Yeah, man. I don't really know what the record labels doing. I be doing what I be doing. Don't get me wrong. I do study what other people doing, what the big names got going on, but that don't really matter to me because I'm gonna create how I create. So if the industry or record labels want stuff a certain type of way, it doesn't really matter to me because we create how we create. We don't let anybody put a box or it has to be that way on this, or it has to be that way or they won't sign you. Then I guess they just won't sign us.
I just want to let everybody know that's going to be looking at this video that this is not baby oil that's on my arms. This is actually sweat. So y'all just got to. I'm just going to apologize now. So what's the meaning behind ooh sticky? I think I know what it means, but give us the PG version of what ooh sticky mean.
Oh, it's only a PG version. It ain't no other version. Ooh sticky is about creating freely. It's about sticking together, sticking to the plan. Our mission over here is to create freely, provide a space where people can create freely.
Now that I'm really glad that I asked you that question, because I'm gonna be honest, and maybe this is just me, and some other people probably was thinking the same thing. When I hear ooh sticky, I'm thinking about that sticky icky. I'm thinking it's some kind of like smoking reference. But you saying it ain't got nothing to do with smoking?
Nah, not at all, not at all. So we're very much people. So ooh sticky came about simply because of saying that I got like a silly language that I speak. So one time I was just like ooh sticky, and then people just started saying it. So we changed the brand name to ooh sticky, and it was catchy. People say it. Easier to type on Instagram because originally it was MTM, more than music, more than money. All spelt on Instagram.
Yeah, that's a little long, yeah.
Yeah, so it just made sense. The people chose it.
Man, just trying to get the people what they want, y'all.
Yeah, the people chose it, man. Ooh sticky, the brand that lives forever.
I like that. So you are the CEO of Ooh Sticky Records, but you are also a music artist. So did you sign yourself to your own record label?
You could say that. You could definitely say that. But our premier artist is Darren G. Right now, he's working on his album, Trinity. We collab with some great brands on that project. He currently got a art form out and the black tape. If y'all want to go check that out. But Darren G is our premier artist, man, and that's who I'm pushing right now. We in the works, signing free_Drizzy. We got Mr. with the script. Our production is KLR Designs. So get with us all, man. We work and we create. The world is a green screen over here, man.
You heard the man. All right, so what made you want to start a record label?
So everything I'm doing right now is nothing that I set to the side and was like, hey, I want to do this. Doors opened up. I started just pursuing music. Different doors started opening up. So I was pursuing music, coming out, doing shows, open mic, all of this, getting my name out. Then I ran into Darren G and did a song with him. We performed. Then he was like, yo, bro, I'm trying to rock with you and what you got going on. So the door opened up like, okay, maybe you can start something here. And the same with the wine tasting, the same with the podcast, the same with everything. Things just started happening because I was going in my right direction. It was nothing that I set aside and was like, hey, I want to be this or I want to do that, The creator, that's how.
So basically what he's saying, y'all, I'm gonna break it down in layman's terms to y'all. So basically there's this saying that people are attracted to forward motion. So they saw his momentum, they saw his forward motion, his movement, and they were drawn to it. That's what happened.
That's a good way to break it down.
Yeah. So, do you inspire to be like Jay-Z, Master P, Baby and Slim, and others that have created successful indie record labels?
Definitely Master P and Jay-Z, but not more so for the record label side of it, for the business aspect of it and the effect that I could have on the community and other artists around me. So the record label comes with that, but more so for the business aspect of it. Yeah, I rock with Master P. And if y'all ain't had no Snoop cereal, y'all need to get some. And it's in the Walmart. It ain't in the cereal section, but it's in the Walmart. You just gotta look for it.
Make them say, okay.
Yeah, make sure y'all get that Snoop cereal, man.
So on the Ooh Sticky Entertainment YouTube page, it says, Ooh Sticky is a space to be educated and entertained. So can you explain how you plan to educate people?
So one, through our clothing, OSA, Ooh Sticky Apparel, the clothing comes with information about what's on the shirt. Because you might like something on a shirt, but not necessarily know what it is, who it is, what they did, what that picture or whatever means. So we educate you on what you're wearing. Our music, I say majority of our music, isn't the rah-rah or the typical sound of today. We have some education in our music and lyrics and trying to teach better ways. Sometime the original old school way. And, not promote violence and just the original narrative that you would see going on nowadays. We try to steer away from it. And that's why I say majority of our music, you might hear something here and there, but majority of our stuff, we're trying to educate, motivate, inspire, and create, man. Just show people different ways and different thinking of life.
They say when you know better, you do better.
That's not always true, though. That is not always true. Because a lot of us know stuff and still don't apply the knowledge. For example, even eating healthy sometimes. We know stuff, even smoking, we know stuff isn't good for us, but we still do it. So that's not always true.
I like how you broke that down.
Sound like you wanted to come back.
No. I can't even think of this. So you are a man of many talents. So you own a record label, you have a podcast, you are a wine consultant, and you are the owner of the Granby Group Lawn Service. If you could only pick one of these things to do for the rest of your life, which one would you choose and explain why?
I'm gonna go with the creative realm. I'm gonna say the creative realm. Because if I say I can't do just music, I can't do just one thing. That's not me. I wouldn't never just be doing one thing. So to answer your question, I kind of can't. Because I wouldn't, if I was doing music, like something else is gonna lead up to me doing, it's gonna open other doors for me. Because I can't just do one thing. I'm sorry, that's how I'm answering it, but I can't just do one thing.
A man with many talents as he has can't do just one thing, but as long as he's being creative...
Yeah, there you go.
Life's good.
Yeah, the creative realm, man.
All right, man, I hate to put you on the hot seat, and I hope I don't make anybody mad when I ask you this question. You're right, it's 90-some degrees out here. But give me your top 5 indie music artists from VA, and you can put them in any order.
Okay, no order. I got Darren G on my list. Of course, he's my artist, but I got Darren G on my list. I'm gonna put Kai Infinite on my list. I'm gonna put Day Cools on my list. Day Cools is very good. I'm gonna put Day Cools on my list. I'm gonna put Alexa Ray on my list. I got one more. I'm gonna have to say, but for me, I'm gonna pick both. It's gonna be between Young Crazy and Young Money Young.
I was holding my hand up for a reason because, I ain't the smartest person in the world, but I know how to count. But I like how he snuck 6 in there.
Yeah.
But this was a trick question, and I'm going to tell you why. Now, I don't know if all of your artists are from VA, but I was curious to see if you was going to put yourself in there, and I was going to see if you was going to name all of your other artists in the top 5.
Yeah, no.
So you gave me an open and honest answer.
Yeah, everything I'm gonna tell you is open and honest.
Hey, I'm just saying, sometimes people like, look, if I got 5
so
artists,
you really told me the truth?
Oh, but you know what I mean. Like, you should feel that your artist. So you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Like,
yeah. Well, I said Darren G first.
Yeah, you did.
I believe in Darren G.
But you ain't even put yourself in there.
I don't really consider, I don't really consider myself just for like artist, type. Yeah, you good, man.
So now that you done gave me the top 5, now you got to narrow it down. You got to give me the GOAT, man. Who is the best indie artist in Virginia?
Peanut City Pimp, Darren G.
Hey, you heard it, man. That's it.
The Peanut City Pimp, Darren G. Go stream Art Form and the Black Tape right now. Trinity coming out soon.
So if you could work with any music artist from VA, who would you choose and explain why?
I'm gonna pick one and ask them to make some calls. So I'm gonna pick For Real and ask him to call Timberland and Missy so I can work with all 3 of them.
Oh, so you gotta have a trio.
Yeah, I gotta have a trio, man. That's why I said I'm gonna pick one, but they gonna make a phone call so I can get 3.
I mean, they got each other on speed
dial. That's what I'm saying.
That shouldn't be a problem.
I'm saying. If he working with me at this point, I should be able to be like, yo, call Tim, man. Call Missy. Tell him pull up. Tell him pull up, man.
So you have a song titled Bigger Picture.
Okay.
And for the artwork, there are 2 cartoon monkeys as the cover art.
Yeah.
Why did you choose to use monkeys for the cover art?
So I made Bigger Picture like last year. It was in the works maybe like a year and a half ago, but I recorded it last year. And at the time, the whole NFT joint was going on. So that's what we were going for. I was actually going to make the cover a NFT. That was my original vision for it. But, we got it a year later. And that's what came out. What you think about it? Did the monkey stole you off?
No, it didn't throw me off. But you already know what people be saying when you really gonna say, Allie, you don't know what people be saying when they associate black people and monkeys? I'm gonna give it a minute in case you don't know what I'm talking about.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but I don't think that gives off that vibe.
I was just messing with you, man.
I get what you're saying.
I figured that's what it was, but I still was like, there's gonna be some people like, there's some other NFT artwork he could have used. He didn't have to use monkeys because it wasn't always monkeys. That's other NFT artwork.
It is. Yeah. I wanted you to see it and think NFT though, based off the ape monkey type thing.
Well, I just want to let the audience know. So I got the instrumental to the song "Bigger Picture."
Let's get to the bigger picture.
All right, so he gonna give us a little snippet of what y'all can, be looking forward to when this song drops. So let me see if I can pull it up.
Bigger Picture, featuring Marv P. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, turn the headphones. That's how they say. Oh, yeah. Let's get to the bigger picture. Who ain't riding for you and who riding with you? Hold on, who gon' see 5 years from now with tunnel vision? Yeah, think I need an NFT to price the image. These people must think I'm silly. Yeah, I play for keeps and I don't like the scrimmage. Please don't mix your criticism with your feelings. Hold on, if it's all love, then it's all business. Yeah, ooh, sticky, we lit. Ooh, sticky might whip. Ooh, sticky everything, yeah, ooh, sticky to the end. All family, no friends. You don't mess with me, I don't take no offense. And if it all makes sense, then we can all break ins and add it up, then do it. Call these, I got all these, and be hated, but that's getting old. We're going for a minute, but back in my mode. This money been spinning me out of control. If I'm on the show, then the ticket is sold. If I'm in that, I'm taking a soul. I took the solid, we stuck to the cold, mother. Let's get to the bigger picture. Who ain't riding for you and who riding with you? Who gon' see 5 years from How y'all doing? Got the ladies out here looking at us, man.
Hey, yo, you had me so much in the zone, man. I was scared of, at first I wanted to get in there and really like be doing my fake hype man thing, but then I was like, yo, you was going so crazy. I was like, man, I don't even want to mess this man up. I was just vibing.
This slight, man. This is what we do on a regular day.
Hey, man, that ain't hot, man.
I appreciate it, man.
And I ain't just saying that because I'm interviewing you right now.
Man, I understand. I see things different now, man. I understand what you're saying. I listened to it and was like, yo, that joint of height right there.
See what I'm talking about? All right.
You gotta be able to hop outside yourself and be able to look. That's how you can critique yourself good. You gotta hop outside yourself and look at it and be like, is this really good? You know?
So what are your goals in regards to your music?
Well, my goals for my music is for all these cameras and all of the people to look this way and me show you the other stuff that I got going on. That's my goal for the music. I don't plan on making money off music, That's why I said I look for the business aspect of it. The music is something, we do. It's like a feeling. It's like, we're gonna do music no matter what. We don't even have to be getting paid, or it doesn't even have to be all of this. Me and my brother Script, we used to just listen to music and just be singing, or just be making up raps, songs, whatever it may be. That was before all of this, before the ooh stick and all of this. So the music is something that's just gonna happen naturally, whether it's successful or not successful. So since all of the cameras and stuff are looking, and the music is what's making the cameras look this way, that's what I use the music for.
Hey, man, I feel you. I can't, look, I don't even have, I'm like, you know what? He right. Like, hey, all right, you got me. So would you rather stay independent, or would you rather have like a joint venture, or you get signed with a major record label at some point?
It all depends on what it say in the contract. That all depends on what it say in the contract. If it make more sense to go ahead and get signed to a major label, and I'm able to create a better space for us to create freely, that's what I'm gonna do. If it don't make sense for us to go with a major label, because I'll be able to provide less, or I have less control, or just less freedom in all, then we're not gonna do it. So if it makes sense on the paper, yeah. Who wouldn't?
So the premise of this podcast is independent artists learning from other independent artists.
That shade over here now.
Yeah,
it ain't hit you yet, though.
He done lucked out. He in the shade. I'm still sweating. So what mistakes, if any, have you made so far in your career that other people can learn from?
Not taking everything so personal, and understanding and knowing that no's are gonna come. You're gonna get turned down. So don't take everything personal. If you reach out to somebody, they leave you. What's up with you? Reach out to somebody, they leave you unseen. Don't take it personal. Just anything, especially in the entertainment realm, because nobody has to rock with you. Don't nobody gotta like your stuff. Don't nobody gotta support you. Don't nobody gotta come to your show. Don't nobody gotta stream your stuff. Don't nobody gotta like your post. They don't have to. There's no contract or deal or guarantee that says, hey, you put this out, everybody's gonna like it. Once you put it out, you're putting yourself out there open to be critiqued, to be judged in the entertainment realm. And when all the cameras and stuff on you, all that stuff come with it. But don't take everything personal. That's what I would say. Don't take everything personal, man.
I couldn't have said it no better myself, but I just got to have a moment to be open and honest and vulnerable with the audience. So I'm going to tell you what do hurt and what you probably would or could take personal. When your own family members seem like they don't always support what you're doing, you like, now I can see somebody that don't know me or a stranger. But when you got certain family members that act like they don't even support what you're doing, you like.
But I mean, they probably don't. So look, boom, I'm your cousin, right? And you doing the podcast stuff. But really, I think you should be doing something else, right? You like, yo, cuz, I'm doing the podcast. I'm like, cuz, I ain't rocking with it. I don't like the podcast. We can still go out there eating all of that, but I ain't rocking with the podcast. I would rather that than them be faking it around me. So they, like I said, they don't have to like nobody. Your mom don't even have to like it. Nobody has to like it. You have to enjoy what you're doing. And the rest will come from there. But don't nobody gotta like your stuff. Don't think somebody's obligated to rock with you or like your stuff.
Well said, well said. So take the time to tell the audience anything that you want them to know that we haven't talked about already for whatever reason.
Intimate Nights wine tasting, September 30th. Oh, I said that already. I'm going to say it again.
Well, I don't know exactly how deep you got into it, but you know, now that you done brought it back up again, I just had to ask you, man. So I was trying to. So this man, and I'm not saying that you lying, but he is a wine consultant. So
I got that marijuana. I meant to bring the marijuana out, but it's cool.
So you got to help me, because I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some other people that watch this podcast that don't necessarily understand exactly what that means either. So are you telling me that, let's say I don't know anything about wine, I just pick up the phone and I call you and you break everything down like, yo, so like when they be swishing it around in the glass and sniffing it and doing all that, swishing it in their mouth like it's mouthwash before they drink and all that?
That's the 4 S's of wine right there.
You the person that break all that stuff down to them and why it's important to do all that?
So look, I'm the man for a couple phone calls now. But for this specific phone call, for wine, you gonna call me. Boom, maybe you just got questions about wine. Or maybe you want to do a wine tasting for your girl or for your mom. Or maybe you want to do a wine tasting for your employees at your business. Whatever the case may be. I'm going to come to your house or the establishment, whatever, up to about 25 people. You let me know how many people you're going to have there. That's how much wine we bring. We do a at-home wine tasting. So it'll be 7 wines. Everybody will try some. We educate you about all of the wine, let you know where they from, why this and that, why to swirl it, the 4 S's, sip, swirl, see, taste, spit, all that, you know. And we also got that marijuana, which is THC infused wine. So the next one is on the 30th. Got to be grown and sexy, come there looking good. The dress code is Dapper Luke approved. If y'all don't know who Dapper Luke is, look him up. So you got to come in there fly. All of the finest. Now I'm about to say something.
we got you. You painting the picture, so we already know. You know what I'm saying? You know,
all the players.
Basically, he's saying this ain't for y'all young Thundercats out there. This for the grown and sexy. This for
the young Thundercat can come. You just got to put it on. You got, you know what I mean. You got to put that stuff on.
Yeah, basically what he's saying is, if you a guy, you got to be in there with the blazer on. You got to have on the hard bottoms. You can't be in there with the tennis shoes, with the Jordans, with the Air Force Ones. No Timbs.
No
hard bottoms. You know, you got to have on the nice slacks. You know, nice pair of pants. Button downs. All acceptable. We don't want people wearing white tees and all that, so I get it.
Yeah. We collabing with Team Lamb on that one. It's actually gonna be at their juice bar, man. That's gonna be good. It's gonna be great.
All right, I'm glad you brought that up, so it gave me the opportunity there. So I normally give guests an opportunity to ask me a question. So is there anything that you want to ask me?
If you were to get 100 million right now, but you die next year, would you take the 100 million, or would you rather live 5 more years?
Well, this is an easy one for me. I've always said you can't put a price tag on your life, so I would rather live the 5 years than to take the 100. Life is precious, man. That's the one thing that, you know, there ain't no guarantee how long you're gonna live, but you know, don't take life for granted. You know, live every day like, you know, I know it's a lot of cliches and stuff, but that whole live every day like it's your last. Boy, things don't put it into perspective until you see somebody that dies young and you just, you know, look at them and say, man, that person had so much potential. You know, they had so many things left that they could have done to impact the world. So, you know, just try to be a blessing to other people and try to leave some kind of legacy before you leave this earth. But that was a good one. Nobody ever asked me that one.
I got some.
You know what most people always ask me, right? Like, why am I doing the podcast, or why did you decide to do a podcast? That's normal.
Oh, well, I mean, I know that answer.
Well, there wasn't no reason for you to ask me. You already know, right?
I know that answer. Well, so look, when somebody asks you a question they already know the answer to, you ask them what you really want to know. Don't even answer the question, because they already know the answer. Ask them what they really want to know.
It's crazy, because every time somebody asks me that question, I know this is going to sound crazy, I've never answered it the exact same way, because all of the answers are the right answer, but just how I'm feeling that day, I guess I just have a different mindset on why I'm doing it. I know that. It ain't no just set one answer. It's a lot of different reasons and variables and things. But at the end of the day, I just always had this thing, be a blessing and you too will be blessed. So I find this, rewarding in the fact that I get to chop it up with people like you. I learned something today. Now I know more about wine than I ever have from just having a 30-minute conversation with this man. So I'm leaving here and I learned something. So, it's a win-win.
So I got one more question. My fault for cutting you off.
Okay, so he got two. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got two. Did you watch the video I sent? That ain't the question. You didn't watch it. I
don't. When did you send the video? Because I
sent it last night when we was talking.
You probably sent it, but I didn't. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay.
I had a one-track mind, and what I was really locked in on was you sending me that instrumental, because I knew I was gonna have to load it in this machine so I could play it, so you could do your thing. So after that, I was like, whoo, I got the instrumental, I'm good. I'm gonna go back and look at it. Did
you listen to the song? Or not? You just listened to the instrumental?
No, I heard the song.
Okay.
But I will see. Now you asking me a whole bunch of questions. So now I wasn't gonna bring this up. But since you put my back against the wall, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. This is just my personal opinion.
Okay.
And like you said, you don't take things personal.
Yeah.
I felt like you was giving me more energy when you was just doing it right here, like live, than the actual recording, which I guess that makes sense, because when you're in a recording setting, it's more laid back, it's more of a controlled environment, and you can do it over again. You can say, I don't really like that, let's do this over there, whatever. But just then, you was like really
this is performance. This was performance.
Yeah.
But I do understand what you're saying.
So you do agree with me? You do agree with me? You don't agree?
I don't disagree with you.
You was going crazy like 10 minutes ago when you was performing that song.
Yeah, well, performing is a whole different, like, boom, we performing, we like getting on stage. Like, when Denzel do a movie, he's whoever that person is supposed to be. So when we performing that specific song, we're that song.
So he was in character when he was performing that song about 10 minutes ago, and now we back. But yeah.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's
I get
true.
It. All right, so tell the audience where they can find you online.
OOH_sticky.
Is that for everything?
You can find everything up there.
So if you go OOH_sticky, they can find everything that you're doing, all the links, all the pages, all the...
The link in the bio to everything we doing.
Okay.
But up there, you'll find all of the artists under Ooh Sticky. You'll find the production team under Ooh Sticky. If you go to the bio, you'll find the YouTube page. You'll find the link to all of our tickets to all of our events we got going on. You'll see the past albums. You just got to tell. All you do is do about 2-3 clicks. 2-3 clicks. Go to Ooh. Oh, all right, boom, here it is. OOH_sticky. 2-3 clicks. That's it.
And no more needs to be said. So I appreciate you taking time to come on the podcast, man. This was fun, man. Even though, like, again, it's 90 degrees out here, but we was chopping it up.
It didn't cooled off some.
Yeah, he in the shade.
On this side.
On his side, you know what I'm saying? It's always the cool side.
It's the cool side.
But I'm gonna be tapped in with you, man. I'm gonna be, checking what you got going on in the future, man. I like what y'all doing.
Man. Bring your lady or something, man.
I don't know if I'm ready for that yet, but it's baby steps. I be in there looking like a fish out of water. I'm like,
you don't drink?
Where? Well, I'm not really a wine person. Like, I don't really know nothing about wine.
That's why you come, man.
I'm like, where'd you get this guy from?
No, it's not that environment at all, man. All of our stuff is very welcoming, friendly, fun, educational, networking, mixed with a dash of work in there. Nah, man, come pull up, man.
Well, I appreciate the invite, man. I'll see what I can do.
Yeah. We'll give you the Ooh Sticky promo code, $10 off the ticket.
Y'all heard it, man. $10 off. All right, man. We about to get out of here, man. Y'all stay safe.